Hi, I'm Enei. My name is Alex, and I'm representing critical music, doing drum and bass for them. Just released my second album recently, and which is called Rituals. So yeah, you can check it out. First tape I was heard is DJ Aphrodite mix, something like really old school jump up and jungle thing. And I was really surprised because wow, what's this music? I never heard it before. Like some kind of weird drums, some kind of weird bass line. It's not live music, it's not electronic, it's like something between sampled thing. And I was like, yeah, that's cool. I'm gonna try to do this. Yeah, of course I did. I listened some of the trance music, house when I was young. When I was trying to search myself in the music scene, in electronic music, and yeah, I started to like play some of the like pumping house shit in the tractor DJ, like I don't know, like 15 years ago or something. But then I was like, yeah, drum and bass is much better and much interesting music. You can make a lot of experiments there, and I just started to make drum and bass. And I heard then I heard some of the more modern tech step stuff, like from Kemal, from Conflict, Ed Russian Optical, and all those heads. And I was like absolutely excited about it, and yeah, started my own thing. Yeah, I started DJ first because I was like, all right, DJs, it's something interesting. I want to be DJ. I didn't know about the producing music and stuff like that. I thought they sitting in the huge studios, recording instruments, doing some crazy stuff, and I would never like, oh, I'm gonna do this, and But then I found out that you can have a sequencer, if you have a computer and stuff like that, and you can make your own music. And I was like, wow, I can be a producer. I can be a guy who make their own music instead of DJing. So yeah, I started DJing, then I started to produce my own music. Yeah, also with friends helping. Actually, no one did play anything in my family. No one did music at all. I just started to make music because my friends, show me some of the musical experience, like electronic music on the old tapes and stuff like that. And yeah, I just started it, and my parents was really cool with it because they support me on all the steps and in each step. Some of the parents trying to stop their kids making music because it's they think that it's doesn't get money, like they will not get money for the living and stuff like that. But my parents was smart, and they support me in every step, and they helped me to both like gear, monitors, everything. And I was really like, yeah, it was Thanksgiving for them, and yeah, and now they really happy that I doing my own things, and I love it. I love my job, and I love what I'm doing, and they really are happy with it too. Yeah. Actually, I didn't have a plan to to live with the music, like to earn money for the living and stuff. I just did my own thing, and just started making drum and bass, started to send the music to big labels, start to work them, and and it becomes more successful, and yeah, now I just professionally doing what I'm doing, so like doing drum and bass. In my studio, for my music, I use only soft like VSTs and sequencers, but for mastering work and mixing work for the other people, I'm using the DSP processors, which is TC Electronics power core, and it contains a lot of stuff for the mastering, like compressors, multibands, and stuff like that. Sometimes I try to master my own music, but it's not really good. But because if you need to master your tracks, you need a second pair of ears to to check with a fresh taste. So yeah. So yeah, we started the mastering studio with my friend, with my university mate, like 4 or 5 years ago, and we started it for just to help people to grow up with the sound and to make the electronic music scene in Russia or even like abroad more quality and more professional. So yeah, we just started, and actually there's a lot of mastering studios in St. Petersburg. No, not in Russia. I mean, but we work for more for electronic music because I'm doing my own stuff, and we really know how to do this. So yeah, we also work on for some like rock bands and stuff like that, but not really often than for electronic music. This thing is really important for me because I love the music videos for like all kind of music, and even if it's drum and bass, it's really cool because actually I decided to make music videos for my tracks because my wife doing the videos because she's a director, and she started to make the music videos like 3-4 years ago, and of course she did for me, and we trying to find budgets, trying to find all the stuff for like to make the music video happen. And yeah, I really like it. I really like to make an opportunity for her to make the like professional videos, and she like to make the videos for me because I have a couple like tracks which is really fits for music videos, and yeah, I really like it, and I think it's really good for promotion for albums, because if you have an album, you have a lot of tracks, and people can miss some of the tracks. But if you make the music video, people will get the track and the video definitely because it's gets more like promotional things. So yeah. I'm a bigger fan of samples, and I'm like sample guy, like hip hop guys doing the sampling and stuff like that. But I also using the synthesizers. I just started using FM8 recently. Always talking about in interviews because, yeah, Martin just showed me how it works. Of course. And yeah, I was like, wow, that's cool, but I'm not really a big professional of the FM synth, so I just doing the really big experiment with it. So I just push the buttons, and do something, and yeah, it sounds really good, and I really good with massive native instruments, massive. So I do most of the bass lines and pads and leads and stuff like that in massive. And also using samples a lot because back in the days when I started to make music, there was only samples, and there was like 20 samples something in my hard disk. I was like, wow, that's cool, I can make the music for these sounds. And I started to change those samples, to make it more interesting, to make like couple samples just from one, make it like cut or something. And that's why I'm using samples a lot, and I'm using samples for drums, for FXs and stuff like that. But I change it, a lot, so I don't just use the sample, because I know a lot of producers who using just sample packs, and they put this loop and doesn't change it anything, and it sounds like a producer who made this sample pack, but not the producers who made the track. And yeah, and of course I use in a lot of FL Studio, because I use FL Studio as a sequencer, and I use a lot of FL Studio standard plugins because it's really good. It's really simple and it sounds nice. You know, some people say that it's like sounds like a toy or something, but it's really good actually. If you have good ears and have a good brain, so you can make your own thing really good. So yeah, that's it. There's not a secret. It's just a couple of oscillators doing the different things. Like I really like the deep sound bass lines, and it's just I just using the filter and resonant thing to make it more how to say, to make it more vibrant, something like that. And yeah, I just like the when the bass line sounds heavy and like have a really good pressure. So you just need to choose your own the right note for it, and yeah, that's it. Just filters and couple distortions before the filter, so you can make the distorted sound more deep. That's the thing. Yeah. I think it's really important to be really unique, because there's a lot of artists now and a lot of inspiration things from, like, for example, like when Matthew starts the music, producing the music and releasing the tracks, a lot of guys, like a lot of young kids, starts to make the same vibe, the same sound, and it's not really good because you can produce really well, you can make the same snare, the same bass lines, but it's nothing interesting in here because Matthews already did it, and people already love Matthews, but not the other guys. And yeah, it's really important to be unique in your sound, to make experiments, to make your own thing. And yeah, it's really important to be a producer first, then a DJ, because some people, if they just playing music, just playing records, they would never be popular because people need some music from them. And yeah, of course, people like NDC or I don't know, like some of the old school guys can be just DJs because they already like super high, and people know them as a DJs. And yeah, some people doesn't know that NDC did a music, like did their own music.
Valley of the Shadows.
Yeah.
49.
Yeah. But yeah, he did, and he did really well. And yeah, so be a producers, be a experimental guys, and I don't know, the third tip. I think it's just you doesn't need to, like, people doesn't need to think about the money. That they just need to think, but no need to think about it. Yeah, if I'm gonna do like music, electronic music, I'm gonna be a rich guy and everything. Because if you're gonna think like that, you will not be a rich guy, because you will think about the money but not the music, So that's the more important thing. I also played the Pirate Station with the 15,000 people or something, but yeah, I never get nervous because I was just a little bit nervous maybe a couple years before when I started touring much, yeah, I was nervous not about the people or how I will play that kind of stuff. I was just nervous about the sound or something like that. If the sound is not really good for hearing the mix and stuff like that. So yeah, I was just nervous about it, but not the how the crowd reaction or something. So yeah, now I'm just feeling really alright, feeling really chill before my sets. And sometimes I feel a little bit boring because when you're in tour, you have a bunch of the tracks you playing, and if you play like 5, 6, 7 gigs in 2 weeks or something. You have to play like the same music. You know, yeah, of course you can get the new promos and stuff, but it's just like few tunes, you know. But the other tunes will be the same, and I feel a little bit boring with it, you know. And I'm starting to make a different track list for it, you know, starting to make the sets more different. I have a bunch of classics stuff. Then I can put some classic drum and bass in the set, and it will be more interesting. It will be more fresh, but not fresh like old school. Yeah, but yeah, doesn't feel nervous really. Yeah. I think most of the fans in England, I guess, in UK, but I also have a lot of fans here in Europe. I mean, in Austria, in Germany, in France. So yeah, but in America is a little bit weird because America is huge, and not the whole America love drum and bass, and you know. There's a really small clubs, really small venues, so it's like 200, 300 people coming to the parties, and it's not really big fan base in America. And I would say that it's a big fan base in Russia, but I'm not quite often playing in Russia, so you know I just can see the social media for Russian fans and everything. And yeah, I think the biggest is in UK and Europe, and maybe Australia and New Zealand, because there's a small, not kind of small, but the countries is not really big, and there's a lot of people loving drum and bass, and the scene is huge. So yeah. When we're doing the tours over the Australia and New Zealand, there's a lot of people coming to the parties, and you know they're really hyped, they're really excited. So yeah. I don't know. It's like, yeah, I think it's just about the America things. You know, when you play in the like road bar near I don't know, in the middle of nowhere, just you know, like small American kind of bar, and there's a couple of like rednecks with a huge beard and a beer, like listening drum and bass and shouting, you like, cool. That's too weird actually. You know, because the European crowd and UK crowd is pretty much educated about the music and everything, so they know what's going on, they know what's happening, and they behave normal for a drum and bass gig or something. Bye.